today the President and I are going to tell you about our lives. And after we're done, we're going to let you ask us some questions. And if you don't ask us questions, we're just going to keep on telling you stories. So be sure and think of some things you'd like to know that we forget to tell you. Mr. Lincoln, I don't think I have your new invention here turned on. Let's see if I can get that turned on for you. There we go.
Yeah, use this. In case there aren't any questions, good afternoon. My name is Abraham Lincoln, and if there are no questions at the end, then I'll turn these around so you can kind of see some things that we can discuss following. I was born in Kentucky in 1809, February 12th. Sunday, it was a cold day. I was born. My mother, not doing the best on the frontier, she had to lie on a bear rug. Corn cobs under that. And anyhow, it turned out to be quite a success. And after my father, Thomas Lincoln, and Nancy, my mother, held me for a while, I cried quite a bit, and my 10-year-old cousin, who was living with us at that time, held me. He was the third person to hold me. And with me crying so much, he said, here, Mr. Lincoln or Abraham, take him back, he won't amount to much. I can see that already. And that was my auspicious beginning back there in those rather tough days. But anyway, my father was a carpenter. He was a farmer. He made caskets, cabinets, anything that he could do to make a living, he did it. And we did rather well in Kentucky. My mother took very good care of us. Fortunately, my mother kept saying to my father, let the boy read. Let the boy read, because you see, I went to school in littles. A little here, a little there. Wherever I could get 2 weeks' time in, making a chance here of helping my education, learning how to read, how to cipher with numbers, that type of thing. I did it. But my father kept saying to me and to my mother, all he needs is a strong back. Don't worry about an education. If he has a strong back, he'll be able to do everything he can to make a living out here in the middle of nowhere. And that was fine until we ran into some problems with ownership of the land we had, the small cabins we had. It may have been a tax problem, it may have been a variety of things. But anyhow, we had to leave. And my father belonged to a sect within the Baptist church that opposed slavery. As a young boy, I saw black people going by our house periodically, our cabin, with chains. And I saw it, but didn't understand it. We moved to a new site. Again, I helped my father in the fields. Oftentimes it was to put seeds in a hole that he had dug. Or I might help him with tools as he chopped down trees to expand the land itself. Again, my father being a very restless man and me not understanding exactly what was going on, my father decided to take us to Indiana, the new state of Indiana, in 1816. So we left again, said goodbye to the friends that we had, very few because not many people lived near us. And we moved across the Ohio River, and my father had to take a large knife and to actually slash his way through the underbrush to get to what he had set up for us as a new home. Now this new home in Indiana was three-sided. Here, back here, here. There was a roof over this thing, and in front, my job as an 8-year-old boy was to keep the fire going. It served three purposes. Number one, it gave us heat. Number two, my mother could cook on the fire. And number three, it kept the big cats and bears from getting to us. So my job was to always go out and chop down parts or take parts of limbs, if you will, bring it in and keep that fire going.